Well, hi, Lindsey. Congratulations on your award.
Thank
We're
you very
glad to
much.
have you here with us. So tell us a little bit about your background and how you became involved in career and technical education.
So I was an accidental educator. I had no intention of going into education. My sister was actually the teacher in the family. And one day she called me after I'd graduated from college and I had a sports management degree and a business degree. And she said, I think you need to teach. And I laughed at her. I walked away from the conversation. I hung up the phone. I was like, she's crazy. There's no way this is going to happen. And so I gave it a thought and called my now husband and I said, what do you think about teaching? He also laughed. And 3 months later, we were beginning teaching, both of us, in the school where my sister was teaching. And from day one, I just fell in love with education. I loved what I was doing with the kids and bringing families into it and being able to teach business as opposed to do it in the real world. It was just something that came naturally to me and being able to work with a bunch of people. So,
Great. So what makes you passionate about CTE?
oh, I think because CTE builds all careers, like we bring things, real world examples into the classroom. The kids get a real opportunity to do some hands on, real world activities, interact with professionals in that area, do things like field trips or different experiences, field experiences that they might not get in a lot of other program areas. And just finding those kids, have seeing those kids find those connections to the careers that they love is so rewarding. And now it's a little different in my position now because I'm trying to impact the teachers to do that for their kids, but it's still really cool to see when we see graduates out there doing what they went to school for and what they are a part of CTE.
Great, thank you. So tell us about some of the practices you use to make your classes unique and what is your secret to success?
So I think the biggest thing I've done for my classes are the adults, right? So I have teachers that I'm coaching along. Um, and that's the key for me is coaching them, not telling them what they should be doing, but helping them figure it out on their own. Kind of like I did when I was in the classroom as a teacher. I'm doing that with my adult learners, um, our CTE teachers in our district and in our state, and just allowing them to figure things out for themselves and kind of discover what they're passionate about and how they can best impact education and growing other leaders to be passionate, to share what their passion is and educate others. And so that's really kind of been in listening to them, right? And figuring out what is important to them and how we can best impact kids and how everybody can use their strengths to make that happen for our district and our state.
Thank you. So tell us about one of your proudest accomplishments in CTE.
I think it's probably some of my state work that I've done with some of the state consultants in North Carolina, um, kind of building district statewide professional development for them. When Perkins came out, special pops was a really big, it was a really big topic throughout Perkins 5. And so our state kind of took that and ran with it. And now we train statewide leaders and special populations. And not only special populations coordinators, but we also have done trainings for directors across the state and things like that. And I got to be an integral part in designing it, not just facilitating it. And even though I'm an instructional a coach now, that special pops stuff is really just still at my heart and being able to impact those students. So everything I do is that in a lens of special populations, whether it's exceptional children or kids with a 504 plan, just kind of making sure that everybody is served and that equity is across, equitably across the board, because every kid can be successful and every kid can use CTE to get there.
Fantastic, thank you. So what words of advice, support, or encouragement would you give to teachers facing the current challenges?
What I tell my teachers all the time, not just new teachers, veteran teachers, is listen to the kids. the kids will be brutally honest with you one way or another about what they want to see in class, what is important to them, how to connect with them, listen to the students. I do that with my teacher population. Just listen to them, listen to what, kind of is on the top of their, on the top of their mind that day, and what they really are passionate about, and make that work for whatever your content is.
Thank you. So what part of being an ACTE member do you value most? And what would you say to someone considering becoming a member?
I think for me, it's two pieces. One, it's the networking, because you get to meet these amazing educators who have the same goals as you, but definitely the professional development opportunities. I feel like looking at other professional organizations, they just don't push opportunities out as fast as ACTE does. And we have all these amazing opportunities through different times of year, whether it's local ones, whether it's regional, statewide, or national opportunities, but they're all around the same ideals, right? We're all going for the same goals. And I don't think that there's many organizations that provide that benefit for members or just folks to experience.
That's great. So we have a few more minutes left if you'd like to use them. Is there anything else you'd like to share or say?
This has just been kind of a wild ride, and it's been really exciting to meet these other people. Even at Vision, it was great to sit down with other educators that do the same thing as me. Because I know the folks in my region and my state that are instructional leaders. It was really neat to hear, one, like problems are the same nationwide, like we all experience the same thing. It doesn't matter where we're located, kind of what challenges are out there for us, but just to get different ideas, which is another reason that I participate in as many PDs as my director will let me, because just learning from other folks is so important, and seeing where they come from and the impacts they can have just gives you such a unique idea, so that you can bring back and mold to what your needs are in your area.
Sounds great. So I want to say congratulations again on your award for Teacher Educator of the Year, Lindsey.
Thank you very much.
Great speaking with you today.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.